I'm Laura Ray, and I watch so many YouTubers in the over 50 beauty community, and I have learned so many great things from them over the years. So today I'm here to share some of the best tips that I've learned from them and the products that I use. The first tip comes from Angie Hot and Flashy. Angie talks a lot about the importance of sunscreen, and one tip that she gave is to make sure you're applying that sunscreen under your nose and above the lips. Now, I have a little freckle that I got in the past few years, and it's probably from not covering that area with sunscreen. So now when I put sunscreen on, I really make sure to get in this area here under the nose. Now, also, I make sure to get under there with my skincare products. I found that so many nights I would do my cheeks, my forehead, worry about my neck, and I would skip this whole area. So now, not only do I make sure to get my skincare everywhere and under the nose, but I also make sure to use my Gua Sha tool. I go on the lip and this whole area, and it really plumps the lips up. So it also helps to get the skincare I'm using really into the skin. Now, 3 sunscreens that I've talked a lot about that I use is the Biore UV. This is great because it sinks right in. The Canmake Mermaid Gel, which is awesome for under foundation if you're looking for a glowy look, and the Paula's Choice Essential Glow Moisturizer. What I love about the Paula's Choice is it is a glow product, moisturizer, and sunscreen all in one. The second tip is that at-home devices really can make a difference. Now, Kimberly from Pretty Over 50 has tried several at-home devices, and the difference in her skin is phenomenal. And she has had such success with at-home treatment. So that really motivated me because I've used my Gua Sha Tools for a couple of years. But then when this came around, and this one is chargeable and heated, I just thought maybe this would give me a little different result, and I've really loved it. So she's made me want to try more at-home devices because of the difference that I've seen in her skin. The third tip is from Beauty by Anne Marie. Anne Marie had talked about how not everyone can use Retin-A, that for some people it's too strong, and I was that person. I've used it off and on for years, and it's just become way too much for my skin. Well, she talked about retinaldehyde, how it's a more gentle form of vitamin A, yet strong enough to get some real results. So I bought the Avene Physiolift. This is the night cream and also the one for the eyes. And that's what I've been using. I'm loving it, and Anne was right. I had no rash. I had no heavy peeling. I used to think you had to have those peeling and all of that to get results, but you don't. So I'm very thankful to Anne for telling me about this great ingredient. The fourth tip is from Natalie, the beauty diva. Natalie was the first person I ever heard talk about using skincare as a form of relaxation. I always thought of skincare like treating a pimple, treating a wrinkle, just as a worker for my skin. And I didn't really think about how skincare could help me to unwind after work. So Natalie does a lot of masking. I know at one time she wore a mask every day when she would get home from work, and it was just part of her way to unwind. Well, I started doing that, not so much with a regular mask every day, but I did purchase eye patches. I found that I didn't always like my whole face covered, but I love treating the under eye area. And I found these from Good Molecules. They're so affordable. There's tons of them in here, and they have caffeine in them. So when my eyes look really tired from a long day at work, I find these are wonderful. Another product I've been using to unwind is exfoliating my lips. I had no idea how relaxing that would be. So I bought Sara Happ's lip products not too long ago before the holidays, and I've just been loving them so much. My lips are so much better, especially in the winter here. So I love her regular scrub. I've talked about her one with confetti cake scent. It's so good. A more affordable version of a lip scrub that I'm loving is the Hanalei. This is on Amazon. It smells like lemons. I say it's my lemon cream pie, but it's a beautiful product also. Now, something I had no clue I would love so much is her lip mask. I do this a couple of times a week. It has really smoothed out my lips. It makes my lipstick look so much better on. It glides on the lips better. So I've been really happy with this product. The fifth tip comes from Dominique Sasse. She is just such an amazing woman, and she had a video on tired eyes. And I've had many of you comment to me that when I'm off school in the summer, how much more rested that I look. And it's true, some days I'm just so tired and it shows up in my eyes. And her tip was dealing with eyeshadow. She said, stay away from pinks and reds when your eyes look very tired. And those have been pretty popular colors lately, so they're in a lot of the palettes. Well, since I love pinks so much, I went with a color. Now she, I think, showed a palette from like Dose of Colors, and it was a very plummy shade that she used, almost purpley. So I had this palette from Flower Beauty. It's called Smoke Show, that I've loved for a long time. And this is the shade right here that I did the eye look I'm wearing today. Dominique also does some deeper shades on the lids, and she's really inspired me with that also. But I totally agree with her. When I wear those shades, she was talking about my eyes do look much more tired. So now I consider that when I'm putting on makeup in the morning, I look, and if I have a very tired look, I try to look for a shade of shadow that will make my eyes look a little brighter, more lively. Sometimes I'll even go without shadow, and I'll pick just a nice navy liner or some shade that sort of makes the white of my eyes pop. I find that navy can really make the whites pop, where you look brighter and more lively. So I really appreciate that tip from Dominique. The sixth tip comes from my friend Mary Ellen, from Mary Ellen After 60. Mary Ellen was one of the first people here on YouTube that I saw using a serum or like BB-CC cream on her skin, and it looked amazing. So I learned from her that I did not have to use such a heavy foundation on my skin to cover redness and other issues that I was dealing with. Now, Mary Ellen for a long time only wore the IT Cosmetics CC cream. She did so many videos on that, and her skin looked amazing. Now, when I broke out with rosacea a couple of years ago, I went out and immediately bought quite a few IT products because I knew Mary Ellen had talked so much about them, and they were made for people with very sensitive skin. Since then, I have loved their Your Skin But Better. I tried this when it came out. It's a beautiful formulation. I found it works great on my skin. It covers what I need it to. It doesn't aggravate my sensitive skin. One I'm really loving right now is a brand new foundation from Neutrogena. It's their Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation. I'm wearing this right now on my skin, and I love the look of it. I've worn it several times now. It has a little dropper here, and it's very thin yet pigmented. It spreads beautifully on the skin. I'm wearing the shade Light Medium. I love this on my skin. Now, another one I've enjoyed so much is from Wet n Wild. This is their Tinted Hydrator. This also has skincare ingredients like the IT. All three of these have skincare ingredients in them. Now, this one has hyaluronic acid and squalene, but I have enjoyed all three of these. The seventh tip comes from Susan, Little Poet. Susan has such a unique style in her clothing, and she really inspired me to try to find my style. I never have really felt that I've had a style of clothing, and what I love about Susan is that she does all of this on a budget. So some of her finds have come from thrift stores, some from Kohl's. She recently did a collaboration with Venus Clothing. So she has found a way to look so stylish on a budget. And that has really inspired me. From looking at her type of clothing, I chose some things that I love. And what I'm wearing right now is one of them. I bought some other sheer sweaters that I could put on top of tanks or t-shirts. Here's one, and here's another pattern. And it's a great way to include a pattern in your clothing where you can take it on and off. You can have something plain if you want, but then you can put it on, and it's just so much more dressy. And I found that I really liked sort of this bohemian style, that it matches my hair, it matches sort of my free spirit. And so Susan has really inspired me to find my own clothing style. Melissa55 taught me that fine hair can look great. I always felt like I had to keep my hair short, that I could never grow it, it wasn't going to look very good. I always watch all of Melissa's videos, and I found her hair videos so helpful to me as I was transitioning from shorter straight hair to longer wavy hair. Melissa gave me the tip of washing your hair at night, putting it up damp, and then in the morning finishing diffusing it. So what I bought are these scrunchies, but they're towels. They're from Kitsch. I love these because I just pull my hair up damp and I put it in the scrunchie and then I can sleep in it, and then in the morning finish diffusing. Now I bought this. It looks like a very fancy diffuser, but it's so inexpensive. I bought it off of Amazon, so it's not a Dyson. It looks like one, but it's not. And this has worked great. Now Melissa taught me also to have heat, but on a low setting. So I really listened to her when I was transitioning from the straight hair to the curly. Now another thing Melissa does is she doesn't put a lot of product in her hair, and so many people on YouTube were putting many products in their hair. I found one that I can get away with where I only use one product, and that's this pure flaxseed gel. Now, part of why I love this, it's helped my hair to grow. The flaxseed in it, for some reason, really does seem to accelerate the growth of my hair. So this is a repurchase. I've been talking about this recently because I've gone back to it. What I love is I can just put one product in and get all the curl that I need. Now, another tip that Melissa gave is on second day hair, she would just mist it lightly with water, diffuse it a little bit more, sort of reactivate the product that was already in it so that you could get another day out of the hairstyle. So I'm very thankful to Melissa for helping me to keep my hair curly. My ninth tip comes from Sherry from Graceful Beauty. Sherry has many videos on thinning hair. She was having an issue at one point where lots of her hair was falling out, and I know I've had times when I've lost more hair, and that could be just so traumatizing when you're losing all this hair. She posted a couple of videos on how to make your hair look thicker, products that she was using to help stop the hair from falling out. But one thing she did was she used powder in her hair to fill in the empty spaces. And her tip for that, I have my Clairol here that I love, is to take like a contour brush, maybe not the brush that comes with the product, to really get into those roots. So she would take a brush like this, go in. Now, one tip that I love from her is she said when you put it like this, sometimes it will get onto your skin and then you got a problem and you're trying to clean it off your makeup. So she said take a little bit of hair in the bangs like this and start about an inch back with it. So I'm going to put in a little here and just rub it right into the scalp. Now, she also gave the tip that if you don't have anything like this on hand, that you could take some brown eyeshadow or eyeshadow that would match whatever hair color. You might want to use dark brown if you have deeper hair. I find that brown works good because it just blends in with my darker roots that I have. Now, this is great for covering gray hair also. Sherry has gray hair like I do. I have tons of it. And she talked about covering it with the powder so it covers gray, it fills in empty spots in the scalp, and gives your hair a much thicker appearance. The 10th tip comes from Margaret from 60 and Me. She loves jewelry, and she always puts jewelry with an outfit to jazz it up. Margaret's a lot like me where she wears plain colors, single colored tops a lot, but she makes the pop of color come from her jewelry. Now, the last couple of years have been very challenging for everyone, and so many mornings it was really difficult for me on the way to work. And I would listen to Margaret because she had such a positive message that she really helped me through those times. So I wanted to let her know that because she made a real difference for me in my life. And I don't have colorful jewelry to share with you, but I've bought some jewelry. I had really stopped buying jewelry and not wearing much of it, except on YouTube maybe, but I've started wearing jewelry much more in my everyday life to work since listening to Margaret. She really motivated me to try to make my outfits more fun, have a little piece of interest. Like this necklace I'm wearing right now has a beautiful flower on it. I like to incorporate nature into my jewelry because that's something I enjoy. I'm so appreciative of Margaret for motivating me to wear some jewelry. I want to thank each and every one of these beautiful ladies for the tips I've learned from them. They've really enriched my life. Now, again, there's no way I could put everyone that I love and watch into one video. So if this is something you would like more of in the next month or two, make sure to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your favorite YouTubers over 50 and the tips you've learned from them, and I could put that in a future video. I have an amazing giveaway for you today. The Your Face Pillow Company is so kind, and they have donated a pillow for the giveaway, and they will be sending it directly to the winner. The pillow is great because it helps keep your head in place at night where you're not laying completely on your side with your face smushed against the pillow. Now, I can still turn on my side a little bit, but the way that I turn, my face isn't being smashed anymore like it was before. So it has really helped me. Also, the way it's elevated, I think has even helped with my puffy under eyes. So I love this pillow. I'm such a fan. So if you're interested in being in the giveaway, just leave me a comment. I would love for you to like the video if you found it helpful. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon.